As you can hear the lengthy applause, the wide round of applause, lengthy, girthy, enormous pause. Round of applause. This man deserves right here. Directly close. Not her. She's all right, but her. Him, I mean.
Thank you, bro.
Him that identifies as not a he, she, it, but more over the fact that he is a know-it-all. From Queens, we're in Queens right now, to be specific, Astoria Park. Yep. You know, I haven't been here myself in at least a year or two since I stumbled across these parts, or been around here. It's gotten too expensive for me, to be honest.
Absolutely.
Rent-wise, I know you're not too far off from here, but you don't get the, let's say, luxury of having to pay an exquisite amount of rent.
Oh no, living in the project has been fine. I have no complaints. Soon I'll be on to bigger and better things, but for now, every caterpillar needs its cocoon.
Oh yeah. Now, as far as your cocoon, is that more a phase, or do you feel like you're like physically, emotionally, literally in a fucking cocoon?
I mean, as far as everything that I've been dealing with, the dialysis and all this stuff,
yeah.
I feel like this whole experience has been like a cocoon experience where I'm growing. And I feel like I'm coming towards the edge where it's time for me to start flying soon. And I'm very happy for all my struggle and everything I've been through. It's made me a great man, a better man.
Nice. And funny enough, you touch on the dialysis portion. You've had your history with the kidneys and such too, which we touched on past episodes. We don't really want to highlight too much on that, but we do want to touch base, make sure you're okay, first and foremost, because listen, I can't stress enough, by the way, that again is know-it-all. He's got his little issues with the kidneys. He's handling it like a pro. He's not bitching or crying about it. And he's still got all this time to pump out and churn out EP after EP, feature, appearance, single, everything possible. So what is your excuse? What's my excuse to be lazy or whatever? This guy's working practically off of one healthy kidney, waiting for the next one to come through again. And this is your second time around trying to get that other kidney too.
Yes.
Which, again, we're not trying to focus on that, but still, what's your excuse compared to him? He's staying busy and he's still out there networking. Spanning the globe, musically at least, via audio.
Yep.
Everything he's doing, and he just dropped another project on top of that too.
Music Saved Me.
Literally a day removed from what we're recording today too as well. Music Saved Me. That's you for the most part. It's only you rhyming, yes. But of course produced solely by Skip the Kid.
Absolutely.
And round of applause, Skip the Kid. For putting together a very sonically beautiful landscape.
He did a great job.
The musical bed needed for someone to take it to the mattress, to the sheets.
He matched my vibe. He led me in a perfect direction.
Exactly. That was definitely right up your alley as far as the sound's concerned, because you really just got to do your thing. As short and sweet as the whole project is, it's 6 tracks and maybe 20-something minutes at most, if 20.
Yeah, I don't even think it's that much.
It's still just so beautifully put together and just perfectly crafted for someone like Know-It-All.
It's just a taste of these albums that are going to be full length. That was just a taste, giving you. I just wanted to show people how much better I've gotten since Riddle and Riddles. I feel as an MC, I get better every few months. I'm just showing y'all. So by the time these next albums come out, I'm gonna be at another level.
Proverbially, I guess you're giving everybody the tip just now, before you really just shove it all in with the shaft. And
pause.
Really pause, of course. But I mean musically, of course. Music tip is what you're giving them right now. Let it drip inside a little bit too. Get a little gander, a little taste before you hit them with the fucking, like you said, and we'll touch on later on too as well, the full-length projects you got going on too. Finally, some albums from you. 2 of them, by the way, 2, if you can count that high too as well. But yeah, again, I can't stress enough that it is a pleasure. It is an honor.
Same for you, bro. You out here, bro.
And the fact that,
They're packed in there, dude.
Packed in there. It's bananas as far as what Know-It-All has been able to do. It's been
Our
over
friend
a
is
year.
back.
Yeah, Nutty over here. He's
Squirrel.
obsessed. He likes you, it seems
Yeah,
like. He keeps coming
walking
to you.
up to me for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
We're referring to a squirrel here in a park, of course, of all locations.
He's walking up on me.
He's going nuts. I'm guessing over maybe he can sniff Know-It-All's nuts or something. I don't know. Did you make sure to shower before you got here, bro? Okay, good. So he's got no excuse.
Squirrel messing with me.
All right, pause, squirrel, please. But yeah, this is AhhFuGGiT, of course. I think this is the first time you're officially on the newly named, same format otherwise, podcast I do here. I'm Who This, by the way. I'm the host. I'm out of the frame because he's the star right now. He's the star, focus, main attraction right now. I'm trying to bring you in via Know-It-All's fame because he's out there. He's building, networking, marketing, all that. Here in the States, Europe, Australia, name a continent. He's been played over there too and still ripping apart your favorite MCs because low-key he's still your favorite MC's favorite MC that no one wants to acknowledge because there's a Know-It-All. He's hot like that. He's out here really burning up the charts.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
No, I can't stress enough. Look, I'm not gonna waste your time out there or yours, let alone saying all this bullshit about, oh yeah, you're great, ha ha ha, fantastic, bro, and then move on to the next guy, next episode, like, yeah, you're the best ever, ha ha ha. No, I co-sign, I buy this shit from him when you drop.
Highly appreciate it.
Everything you do on Apple, all that shit too, because I fully support and fully believe in you being literally one of the best out there right now.
Thank you, bro.
Not just from Queens, but just to do it, period.
Thanks, bro.
I can't stress that enough.
Thank
and if you go and cop on Apple everywhere you can too, Music Save Me, him and Skip the Kid doing their thing together, that's further proof enough.
Yep.
But yeah, since the last time we talked, I might have been like a year or so removed.
Something
Shout out
like
to
that.
Laptop. He was there with the hotel. You
He's
know,
grinding,
filmed.
yo. Shout out to you, Laptop.
He's
I see you out
absolutely
there working.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, responsible family man. I think got a house, a couple of dogs.
Yep.
And then he's doing it up there, upstate New York.
Oh,
so
yeah.
God bless him. He's doing his thing. But since then, you've only dropped more music. As you touched on and elaborated for me, you've been doing more features. Collabs. You're
Yeah.
out there now. And I think what's been pretty genius on your part is you've been doing the features now more than ever to get your name out there, which makes sense.
Yep.
But also, let's say I'm new to Know It All. Oh, I like this guy. Who's this guy? You go look at him and shit. Oh, he's got all this shit out already, and it's all just him, and it's still amazing. Still that same energy. So, have you been doing that like a kind of unique approach of yours solely, as far as like features, lure them in, getting back to my shit, or how did you even just start?
Well, you know, for the first 3-4 years of my recording, I only worked with one other person. And I just wanted to expand. Like, there's so many people, you know, you work with people in different continents and things, people in different continents are going to hear it.
Yeah.
So, and this has been my best year by far as a rapper, when I've worked with a lot of people, and I'm very grateful and thankful. Shout out to all of the people that I've worked with from across the continents.
Definitely. Do you have a continent you're more popular on now, or that you know of?
I would say Europe, based on the fact that majority of the producers and things I've worked with are from Europe, France. Shout out to my guy Harvey Gold. He's from Norway. He's dropping a project called Jarmer Time 2 that comes out tonight. I'm on that.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Shout out my guy Philip. Philip is from Sweden. I was on his last project. I got 2 tracks on his last project. My man Amir, who's from Jordan, I'm doing an album with him. So yeah, man, I'm out here.
Nice.
I'm
You're
out in
really
Europe.
out here. You're really doing your fucking thing.
Yo, what's up, puppy?
It's
How you doing? Everybody just walking up to us. We like the wild thornberries out here, son.
Who would you identify as the Wild Thornberries if you had to pick?
Yo, I'd be Eliza, son. She could talk to animals. It don't get better than that.
Did you have braces like she did, or
No. I wanted braces.
you actually wanted braces?
Yeah, like I thought that was cool when I was younger. Like it was kind of like, I guess I thought it was kind of like a grill. So yeah, I wanted braces.
I mean, if it helps at all, I still want a grill.
Yeah,
no
absolutely.
good reason.
Yep.
Do you think you grew out of that phase? You still want one if you had the chance to do so?
No. When I become able to buy one, I'm gonna definitely get one. You know, I think I'm more of like a gold tooth guy though.
Okay, yeah. Take it back to that.
Yeah, like just a few gold, like maybe one, just like on some, like the old school, man. Word.
Yeah, on the fang tooth or something like that.
Right.
Or like the Method Man shit, right? I think he had like one.
What was that? What was that movie? How high to do? I need money on this shit. Yeah. Word.
Didn't he used to use that, or I forget which rapper? Didn't he use that in the video or movie, like to cut up the blunt or something like that, like the backwoods or something?
I have no idea.
The fronts.
Oh, that would make sense. I'm sure that has happened. I'm sure somebody was that. What's the word? They were good enough to realize that they could do that. I can't think of the word.
That's innovative. I mean,
innovative. That's the word.
I mean, you put it to good use. Something you pay like that for, a
Right.
good, legit one at least. Might as well put it to practical use.
Word.
All right. Okay, that's good. We know. So I guess we can fast forward then. I'm always curious about this, as far as especially not the stereotype categorize you like that, but the rappers. I always imagine what would Know It All's first stupid, extravagant purchase be if he had just like the money to
That's
throw
a
at
fucking
it.
good ass question. Let me think about it. You know, I'm really into like nerdy shit, and I'm really into like shoes. And then I got a girl who's like, I'm start thinking of so much shit. Yo, it'd probably be something nerdy, like some fucking comic book, really expensive comic book, or some Pokemon card, or something stupid like that.
I forgot you were doing the Pokemon card thing, right?
Because I'm not really into jewelry. I like fashion. I mean, I'm sure, but that's not. What would be the first thing? Damn, that's such a fucking good question, bro. I don't know. A fucking kidney, man. A fucking kidney. That'll be my first stupid fucking crazy purchase.
Oh man, yeah, good. That is a whole crazy ordeal. No one's familiar with that too,
Word.
of course. We touched on that on past episodes. This would be your second time getting a new kidney.
Absolutely.
And how's that going so far for you? As far
Well,
as the weight?
it's a process where, well, now they got me where I have to go do therapy. They say like it's recommended before we could go further. So I'm in the process of trying to get that done. It's been a little difficult with everything that's going on with COVID and vaccines and all this stuff. But I'm getting it done, and I'm more like, you know, I haven't took it as serious in years past as far as like. Well, my health I've always taken serious. As far as like getting the kidney, sometimes I would like brush it off and be focused on music. But I've never been more focused on it than I am right now. So I think that's going to help me so much. Like I think it'll be pretty soon.
Like, has it severely? I know before the pandemic hit, if I remember correctly, feel free to jump in, correct me if I'm wrong. Were you like almost close enough to getting it? I think, or
well, we didn't have it scheduled yet, but. Nah, like we were like in the middle of the process. It was like a bunch of stuff because we actually switched hospitals because the first hospital we were going to were very disorganized. So this has been like a journey. But you know, things happen for a reason. Everything happens when it's supposed to happen. So once again, I'm happy for my journey. I'm happy that God sat me down for the second time to be on dialysis because the path I was going on in my life before was not good. And this gave me time to sit and think and realized that I needed to do something with my life, and that's why my fucking EP is called Music Saved Me, because it truly fucking did. It completely changed my life. I have something to live for now, and I'm completely thankful.
Yeah, and I do remember that was crazy because I'm sure it's stressful enough, as you remember. You would know better than anybody. The first time you had to go through it, and getting it done and all that, and like you clarified beautifully on past episodes too. Like you did it to yourself as far as like messing up the kidney you got, the brand new chance at life you got with that one too as well.
I took it for granted.
You owned up to it as far as like you just took it for granted. It's brand new. I can just fuck up all over again and nothing's gonna happen. Right. And then bam, you're like right back in the same situation.
I needed this to happen, honestly.
So you think maybe in a sense obviously the pandemic affected everybody.
Absolutely.
Literally, not one person.
It completely threw it off.
Yeah. Do you think that added length of time on the wait?
Absolutely. They weren't doing kidney transplants during the pandemic. Like that was.
I would imagine. Right,
yeah.
Right.
So absolutely.
And I think in your case, do you think maybe, let's say, whatever you believe in, God, the universe, whatever, to added like stipulation to it to be like, okay, the first time you got it wrong, this time you're gonna get it again, but now you got to really,
It's gonna take you a long time to learn. I want you to get the lesson. That's what the higher powers tell me. Get the lesson that your health is most important. And I feel that I got it, or I'm on my way to. I'm 100% having it.
Good. But
once again, I'm thankful.
Yeah, of course. No, and thank God you're still able to do it because, you know, we need an MC like you.
I feel good right now.
Yeah. Good.
Working out, you know, get my cardio in every other day. Yep, I'm feeling good.
KnowItAll. I mean, that's a pretty brave name to give yourself. You know, and it makes sense. You do touch, if you follow him on Twitter, which is again at
KnowItAll NYC 11, one word, because my old Twitter got banned. But KnowItAll NYC 11.
I'm not gonna even like bother to really ask you why you got banned. I know why you got banned probably. Yeah. You like to provoke, but you like to provoke mentally per se.
I don't think I deserve to get banned, but no, it was a lesson learned.
No, what you were doing, no, not at all. You're just asking like really open-ended questions that some people might take as provoking or like trolling or something like that too. But then again, you're just asking stuff. Yep. There's a lot of other people that throw out misinformation that should be banned and just don't.
Right.
Or right wing or
the internet, man, is just like real life. There's politics involved. It's just like the real life. Like they're gonna take a certain side. It's what it takes a certain side with who they're gonna ban and who they're gonna do this to and that to.
Did you get banned immediately, or was that like a?
Yes, like I got banned for selling some kid FU or something. Like, and they banned me for that. Yeah, they banned me immediately, and it was like forever. Like you can't come back. And then I tried to make another Twitter that day, and it was like, no, your IP is banned. Like,
oh wow, they knew.
Yeah, I had to get another phone.
Just to fucking be on Twitter again. Oh man, and how you doing now with the following? With the new account?
It's getting back up there. I mean, at Twitter, I'm about like, what, 20-something hundred? You know, my old one was at like 5,000. Like, I reached a whole bunch of people when I would drop something. I'm at like 2,500. And I feel like this time, it's like more people that I really am more close with. like I have much more of a closer connection with my Twitter followers and shit. They're like my fam. Like I fuck with them heavy.
Yeah, I know you do. You get back to everybody as soon as possible too. I know that. Funny enough, you bring that up too. I didn't get banned, but it was the first time I ever got a comment like taken down from IG. And this is crazy though, because at least you did it to somebody who you didn't know, which makes sense. My comment that got banned was to a friend who likes to troll. We troll each other. We fuck around with like that kind of friend. Like you can just tell him fuck
I know
off.
What you mean, yeah.
Exactly. You like to rib each other like that. So he posted some stupid shit. It was on my post. He commented something stupid. I wrote something like, "That's why you're a fat, miserable idiot," whatever.
Oh yeah, you can't say stuff like that.
Yeah, right. And all I said was fat. And then months later, after he liked the comment too, and we laughed about it afterwards anyway too as well.
Wow.
Months later, all of a sudden, I get the really like
I know what you
detailed report from IG saying against our community guidelines, we had to remove it. Absolutely, you can't be bullying, et cetera, et cetera. And then, no, actually twice because did you ever watch The Sopranos at all?
Yes.
You ran through it a couple times, or did you ever finish
I'm
the
not
whole
gonna
thing?
tell you I've seen every episode, but like every major event, I basically know about. I know all the characters.
Okay. Yeah, well, it was funny enough. I was commenting too on another account. This one was crazy because I was commenting on an account that does like Mafia Chronicles, I think it's called. Shout out to them. They just made a random post about. Remember that one episode? Chris was in the bakery with the fat guy online.
Yes.
And he shot the blonde kid in the foot. This is my first time running through The Sopranos, like start to finish. So I'm taking it in. I'm on season 3 right now. But
Great show.
Great show it is. It's so far it's excellent. But I commented on the post he made for a picture from that episode, and all I did was write maybe something about, oh well, that's a good way to stop someone fat like that, trying to diet like that. And then again, I got that shit taken down.
No more
immediately.
fat shaming in 2021, man.
You can't even say it no more.
That's crazy. I've been called the N-word online before. That person hasn't been suspended.
With the ERA.
Yes, and ER multiple times. What? That was normal in like Facebook in like 2015. That was normal.
Oh god, scary times. And
Yeah.
I mean, well, going into that realm, speaking of politics and that whole crazy world too. Going to the project you just put out, Music Saved Me. Again,
Yes.
shout out to Skip the Kid. He helped
my
you
guy.
executive produce and all that shit. And by the way, shout out to Skip the Kid too. We touched based on IG. He's got, well, go follow him. Go fuck with him.
Skip the Kid. He's on all platforms.
Yep, at Skip the Kid 80 on IG. He executive produced this thing right here. You dropped Music Saved Me. And by the way, he's got a new album dropping soon. I believe he said accordingly October or something like that. You Just Don't Understand, and you're also on that project as well. So, yeah, touching on that. Going back to the project itself, Music Saved Me, though. You got a track on there that stood out to me a lot. I liked it, obviously. I like the beat, production, all that. And obviously, I like you as a rapper. But on They Owe Us, one of the bars that stood out to me was, quote, forgive me, I'm not a rapper. I can't say it in the same beautiful cadence as you do. Quote, vote for politicians. They give us the same shit every year. They 2K us. That line stood out to me because, of course, I love that you're clever like that. You're pointing out something that, something like anybody else that raps to could say, like, politicians fuck us over. It's a dick measuring contest, dirty game, whatever, too. But you gave us facts, and you gave us a clever bar with it, with the 2K fucking NBA, WOE games every year, same shit, nothing changes, just like slightly new paint job.
New rosters or something.
Or like DLC, the big thing now,
It's
too.
money grabs. They're just money grabs.
So do you see like politics as a game, and do you plan to vote in this November?
100%. Politics is 100% a game. It's not even about what you're doing. It's more about people like you or don't like you. Like Trump versus Biden wasn't about politics. It was about I don't like Trump and I like Biden and I don't not like Biden.
Like tolerate Biden.
Right. I can
'Cause he's not Trump.
because he doesn't say anything. That's the only difference between Biden and Trump. Trump would say things. I never see Biden on TV. Why he don't talk? He can't talk, but Trump used to always be speaking. Like they play games against us. They want you to hate Republicans. They play us against each other. I don't fall into any of these Republicans, Democrats. Two wings of the same bird.
Yeah. Give or take.
That's my opinion.
I hear that. Do you see yourself voting? We're in New York, of course, NYC. Do you see yourself voting in November for the mayors at all? Or?
Man, I honestly cannot stand de Blasio. I can't stand that guy. But
Well,
maybe,
he can't run this time.
Oh, he can't?
No, this is his third term. He's done.
I may vote him because I honestly cannot stand him.
I can't stand him either. He's just like an overgrown nerd.
And he got us. What happened is I'm gonna say this. Black people in America, we're very politically illiterate. We don't really know a lot about. We're politically uneducated, and politicians exploit that. They take advantage of that. So this guy goes and grab a black wife who I don't even think is really his wife. And black people will vote for him for that. Oh, he's part of us. He has a black wife. He has black kid. They have afros. Then people vote for him off that. And then we got this fucking big-headed guy in the office not doing anything. And it's like, man, I hope I'm not going too deep, but fuck Mayor de Blasio.
I co-sign that. Fuck him too. He's a nerd. He's a geek, if anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right though. Actually, wasn't he like pushing that for a while? That narrative about my children are black.
Oh,
look at my kids'
these
afro.
fucking huge afros. Who even looks like that anymore? Like it's a media ploy. Like
and didn't his daughter get into trouble like in a lesbian fight or something like that?
Something crazy, man. They kids are always pieces of shit.
So I don't know if you're up to date. I'm not really either, but I was just going through the candidates that are up for election in November
Like
here in
Black
New
ball
York.
guy.
Eric Adams,
Yes.
yeah. Who was it? Curtis Silva, the Guardian Angels guy.
No way I'm not voting.
I don't know if I misread it, but I think his numbers were like he's really popular.
Yes. He's very well known. He used to always be on Fox. Do you remember that?
Yeah, Fox in the morning. Unfortunately, yeah, he was annoying enough with his stupid little fucking beret, all this shit.
Right.
I can't take the guy that's supposed to be the leader of like this neighborhood watch, I guess, gang, you can say, per se.
Right, exactly.
With a beret on his head the whole time and tilted too.
According to some older guys that I know that were actually like gangbangers in like the 80s in New York City, they said that they were a gang too. Like the Guardian Angels are out here beating people up
I'm pretty
too.
sure.
Yeah, like they weren't helping people. Like, man, the media just takes his side, man. It's just all a game, bro.
Yeah, and where were they when you ever needed them for real, if anything, too?
They're not coming. They ain't coming to the block where people are shooting and stuff, where they could jump in front of bullets. Come on.
Yeah, they're going to stop the bullet with their bright-ass red jackets, if anything.
Media, politics game.
I know you play NBA 2K, though. That's more up your alley.
I haven't played in 2 years. Like I gave up.
Oh, you haven't?
For what? I have 2K20 on my PlayStation. That's it. Like I'm not buying it no more.
Okay. So then you kind of ran the gamut with that, too. Like, there's no point.
It almost gets worse. Like it's weird. Like they change, and then they try to change like the controls. Like, oh no, this is not how you dribble now. Now to dribble, you got to press this button. Like, why would you change the way you dribble, but you wouldn't change the actual? Like, it's just stupid stuff. It's just a cash grab. Games are just a cash grab now. Games now. You remember when we were young, PlayStation 2 and all the PlayStation 1. These game developers would take chances.
Yeah.
Now it's just they go with a formula. This works. We're gonna go with this. There's no chances. How many games are there for PlayStation 5? 20? They're not taking chances on games no more. It's just a formula.
Yeah, like 10 of them are like shit that came out on PS4 anyway.
Right.
That came out at the same time and still on PS4.
No rush to get one of these new systems. When they get cheaper.
Me either. No, I told my friend who is harassing me every other week to get one because he has one. But meanwhile, he lives in Ridgewood. He had to go all the way to deep, who fucking knows where, Brooklyn to get one.
Wow.
And take an Uber back just to be like safe and all that. Like stupid. You could have told me. I would have gone with you just to feel safer. When I was like, no, I took an Uber back, whatever, because I had to have it and shit. I told him I'm waiting for the black PS5 to come out.
Oh yeah, I forget. Right.
If that ever comes out too, because they're gonna
sure.
try to like really cash grab fucking the white one as best as possible.
They're gonna get money. That's one thing they're gonna do.
And the crazy thing about that too is with the PS5, like this is old, but I think they keep shutting down the company that made like black colored faceplates for the PS5.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Like they've been up 3 times and they've been shut down those 3 times just because they give people an alternative just to the white version that it doesn't look bad.
So it's a separate company that's making the black PlayStation?
Yeah. You just snap it right off. You snap the shit off and snap on the black one instead.
I've never been good with stuff like that. I just leave it as it is. I'm not breaking nothing apart. I'm terrible with stuff like that.
You're not a hands-on guy.
Not at all.
You can handle these bars, just not like
I'm more of a mental type of guy. Right. If you need like clothes folded, I can't do it. But if you need like your computer hooked up, I can probably do that. Like small stuff, like sweeping, like I can't do it. Like it takes a lot of my brain power. But something big, I can do. Like I can write you a fucking 20-page essay. That'd be great. But I can't fold clothes. Like, I'm weird. Like.
All right, so let's say, for example, if I move, whatever.
Right.
Don't call you to clean up the place. Call you when I got to put the stuff together for my kids.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay, that's more up your alley. Okay. Now, do you contribute, you think, mostly to, as you self-admitted, you taking Ritalin when you were younger? Did that kind of like go hand in hand?
As far as no, well, I've always had ADHD. That's one. So I've always been like unorthodox as far as how I do things. Second, I grew up like with my mom. My mom has always done everything for me as far as like folding clothes and like when I was younger. But as I got older, she stopped obviously. But like I was just always used to that until I was like 20. My mom washing my clothes, my mom doing all this stuff for me, and it put me at a disadvantage, to be honest. But I love my mom though, and I appreciate it.
So I guess you're kind of learning those little things now as you do it on your own?
Yes.
And do you find it more annoying now, or like kind of, why didn't I do it sooner? Why didn't I kind of like...
Yeah, it's just minuscule to me. Like, I just hate minuscule stuff. Like, I wish I didn't have to pay attention to stuff like that. Right. But
so with that, do you have OCD as well, or...
Yo, because what's the word? Like, I'm messy, but at the same time, I have OCD in certain departments. Like my fucking floor could have a bunch of shit on it, but there's these 3 cups on my table and it's bothering me. Like, I gotta get these 3 cups off my table. But the fucking floor is like that. I'm weird. It just I don't know.
Now, does any of that, maybe I've asked you this before, but I'm always curious because in your mind in particular, maybe that adds or contributes to you being, again, honestly, in my opinion, one of the best MCs. Honestly, the best rapper I know. Personally,
thanks.
Myself. That's
I'm also the best rapper I know.
I mean, the one I personally know myself.
Yeah, I'm the best rapper I personally know.
That's
as well.
a flex for me.
Yeah, that's a flex for me too. Thank you.
But also, do you think that adds to your uniqueness as an MC? Because you can I've seen you work in the studio, and thank you for having me come through the times you have.
Of course, you got to come back.
Yeah, definitely.
My next time, matter of fact, you should come.
Yeah, definitely. Let me know when.
It's in Ridgewood now. Not speaking of Ridgewood.
Oh, the place last time we went to?
The studio we went to last time was in like Brooklyn. This one's in Ridgewood. It should be a little bit closer to you.
Okay, got it. Yeah, but seeing this guy work in the studio, or the lab, whatever you want to refer to it as, it's amazing because we've always heard the stories of back when, like, who was it? Ja Rule used to tell the stories about, like, oh, we used to rent out the mansion in Miami with the studio, take a whole weekend, maybe do one verse.
Them niggas was on ecstasy though. I'm on weed, son. He admitted to being on ecstasy like during all his hits.
Okay, so that explains a lot of his discography then.
Yep.
All right, the crooning shit and all that too. I was never really a fan, but I mean,
Ja
he wasn't
Rule?
bad either.
Well, I was a kid, so.
Yeah. Okay, you didn't know any better, I guess.
Yeah.
And then 50 came out when you were older, so we can appreciate it more. Yeah. But now fast forward to you, as I've seen you work in the lab, like you said, you only do it off the weed, a little bit of it too, but you're in and out within like 3-4 hours, and you got like 16, 18 tracks done.
Man, I started off with a very low budget. I gotta go in there and get it done. Now I'm fortunately, I'm at a point where I got people that will pay me for features, and I can do like all my shit. Like, I charge, at this point in my career, I charge $250 for features, which it's not high, it's not low. Like, it's just,
I'd say that's dirt cheap for someone as good as you.
yeah. So it's just like, I'm not charging you for like my fame or whatever. I'm charging you for the studio time and possibly transportation. That's it. So with that $250, I'm gonna go record fucking 10 songs, and I'm gonna get home in there. Like, yeah.
Have you
so
had
that
any
has helped
pushback?
so much. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
No, you're fine. Did you have any pushback with that price? Like,
No,
anybody
not
really?
at all. Not at all. Everybody who's came looking for me for features, and I've told them, hasn't had a problem with it.
Okay.
So that tells me it's kind of low. But when I start getting overloaded with them, that's when I'm gonna raise it. Like when I have too many of them.
Do you
that's when
feel
it's
you're
time to
getting
raise
close to that, or?
Well, over the summer, it's been great. But no, I don't feel like it's like too much. But I feel like it'll be after I drop all of this stuff. I think it'll start to get that way. Where I'm getting fucking 10 requests a week or 2 weeks.
I mean, that's the goal, though, right?
Absolutely.
Are you anywhere near that? You think, like 10 a week or however many a week?
I think I'm pretty very close to like a lot of my goals. Yes, I think I'm very close.
Oh, that's great then. All right, but okay, let's pretend we want to hire fucking MC for hire, fucking know-it-all, of course. And you're like if anything, we'd rank you like a top caliber. Even the FBI is scared of you level hitman because you're just that good, that clean and swift.
I like this.
All right, so I want to hire you. Do you have anything you kind of put out there like, I'm not working with you because, or anything that would kind of stop you from working with anybody in particular? Maybe let's say a genre or something like that you won't fuck with too much.
Not at all. Maybe like some type of racist stuff, or basically like moral stuff. Like I don't judge nobody. If it's good, it's good. And I usually only do stuff that I like. I don't want to just be having my voice on a bunch of bullshit.
Okay.
Every
okay.
feature I've done is on songs that I like. Yeah, nah, I don't really discriminate. No, not just anything that goes against my morals, racism, anything like that. But besides that, no.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so you do get to pick and choose per se, not. Well, the price is universal for everybody.
Yes.
For now, at least,
Big.
until you get too busy and you got to like up the quota.
Mm-hmm.
So that's universal enough as far as the price is concerned. But you will turn down, like you said, something racist. Would you turn down? Oddly enough, if that ever came up, would you turn down a country artist?
Not at all. Not at all. No. I would love to do, like expand to different genres. Like I'm a music fan. If it sounds good, I'm a fan of it. There's songs from every genre that I like.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I don't discriminate against genres.
Okay, so you're open to just about everything.
Absolutely. Rock. I want to do it. I would love to be on a rock album. I would love to be on a jazz album. All of this type of stuff. I would love to do that.
I think you got a unique enough voice that I could hear you getting something rock, like thrash, like some metal shit.
Hell yeah, I would love that.
I think I could see you in a mosh pit too.
All right, yeah.
You got the size and lengthiness that like
Niggas just killing themselves, beating the shit out of each other. I would love it. Me just rapping on stage, telling them how it's not a game.
It's not a fucking game. But would you dive in? Would you stage dive at all? Or were you just gonna watch?
With all the experience I've been through in the past 2 years, like when I finally do get this kidney, like I'm gonna be doing everything. So yes, absolutely, I'm jumping in. Yes.
I'm jumping right in. Okay. You're gonna throw it back to the old wrestling shit and gonna elbow drop him as you go in.
Man, I'm doing everything. Absolutely.
That's good. All right. But here's the interesting part, though. As far as you got a pretty fixed price for now, until you get too popular.
It's gonna change. Yeah.
It's gonna definitely change soon enough. I know that already. Numbers don't lie. Would you have anything against anybody? Let's say, for example, they're known. Whatever name you could think of in your mind.
Right,
Let's just pretend.
Talib Kweli. Let's just say Talib Kweli.
A favorite of ours, Talib Kweli.
Yeah.
At least musically, still.
Right.
Personally, or on the internet, maybe not so much. He's kind of,
Right.
Sorry, but maybe that's a Brooklyn in him too. I don't know. But let's say, pretend Talib Kweli, someone you're not so fond of now personally, but he says, "Get on a track with me."
I'm trying to bust his ass. Pause. I'm trying to out rap him. Yeah. Let's do it.
All right, but then let's say that does happen. He's got something already written. You come back with something already of yours that's like outdoing him every way, shape, form possible. And he comes back to you and says, "No, what the fuck you doing? You got to rewrite that shit. You got to turn it down a little bit."
Like it's whack, like it's trash.
Like no, he knows it's fire, and he's trying to tell you, no, you can't use that. No.
It can't be better than mine. Like that's what he's trying to say.
You can't outdo me.
What you saying? What would I say?
Yeah.
I don't want to do it no more. Then. Like, I'm not really starstruck like that. Like, if you're acting funny like that, all right, fine, never mind. Like that would be my answer. I ain't tripping.
All right, so you're staying firm on your ground.
Yeah.
All right. And,
always.
All right, let's say somebody that happens to be your favorite. Anyone you can think of that you fuck with.
MF Doom, man. I'm never gonna get to make a song with him.
R.I.P. Doom.
He's never gonna get to hear my music. I thought about that the other day and I almost started crying. Like, he's never going to get to hear my music, man.
That is crazy though, because I know you mentioned him a lot. You bigged him up a lot before too in past episodes.
Right. All my favorite rappers are dead. None of them will ever get to hear my music. Big Pun. Well, my favorite as of right now, Rock Marcy. I'm hoping he's heard it at some point or something. He's been inspired me. Shout out to Rock Marcy. The man who's inspired my step up in lyricism is Rock Marcy, 100%. 100%. Shout out to him.
Nice. And MF Doom, again, R.I.P. Doom. But do you think you got close at all maybe to somebody who might have been able to put you on to MF Doom or get your shit in his ears? You think at all? You ever think about that at all?
Have I ever been near somebody who was plugged in with him?
Yeah. You think you ever might have been that close at all? Or?
Yo, I'm actually friends with some people, producers and things who were in the industry the 90s. So maybe they do know. But in the 90s, he wasn't this mysterious figure. He was Zeb Love X. People knew him and shit. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, maybe this guy Grap Lover is was a really huge producer, really great producer. Maybe, I don't know if he knows him.
That'd be odd, but then maybe you never know. Maybe he did before his untimely passing. He might have hurt you, something like that.
I think that too. I hope so. Maybe I'll meet his wife and she'll be like, "Yo, he loved you," and I'll pass out.
You just drop right there, man. in front of her if she said that.
I would have just wanted him to produce a whole EP for me. That would have been perfect.
Yeah, I could definitely hear it in your sound. It's he's definitely an influence on you too.
Maybe my biggest influence. Yeah.
And I mean, speaking of, he's had a whole catalog of discography of shit that we'll probably never get to finish listening to in its entirety. Features, shit he hasn't put out probably at all too. You also got the same work ethic because, again, since the last time we've had you on, what has it been like? What, 2 projects, 3 already?
3, maybe like 3 videos, maybe like 10, 20 features. A lot have been going on.
Oh, 20 features?
Yes, since last time I seen you was when I started doing features. So
Oh
yeah.
my God. Yeah, you've been out
They're
there.
not all out.
Oh, they're not. Okay, not yet then. Okay.
A big one is coming out tonight though.
Oh, nice.
My man Harvey Gold's album, Genre Time 2. I got a song on there with my man Morning Run, another great MC.
Nice. That's good. But yeah, you have a crazy work ethic as far as, like, again, as I mentioned earlier too, you keep putting shit out, you never stop, you never
I love
seem to
this
take
shit.
breaks.
People like, I didn't mean to cut you off, but people,
No, good.
like I see artists that are so like, oh man, this shit is so hard. This shit is fun as fuck to be making music and talking to like-minded people on the internet all day. Like, what? This isn't work. Writing isn't work for me. Recording music ain't work. Shooting videos ain't work. Promoting ain't work. This is what I want to be doing. I'm glad to be. Now I'm getting paid for it. This shit is excellent. I'm living my dream.
That's great though.
Right? Like, this shit is not work. That's why. Like everybody says, oh, your work ethic is so good. That's why, because I don't look at it like work because this is what I want to be doing. If you look at rapping and promoting like work, you need to be doing something else. Period.
No, that's a great point too, because yeah, I mean, it is technically work ethic, but it is also you, like you said, your point of view. Just,
No, it is work ethic. Absolutely.
But it is you doing what you want to do. Period.
Yes.
From now on till you drop dead, if anything. Too.
Yes.
So yeah, absolutely, that's admirable.
Because I don't know, I can't do controllers when it comes to fighting games. I need my fight stick.
What even got you started that way, as far as like when you started rapping?
Yo, I've been waiting for somebody to ask this question. Yo, I was dealing with this girl, this beautiful girl. I'm not gonna say her name. I'm gonna say her name when I get famous. But she, like, she would tell me, and she wasn't wrong. She would tell me like, yo, you're lazy. You're not doing nothing. You're never gonna make it with rap. Well, she wasn't right, but I was very lazy. I wasn't doing anything.
Uh-huh.
And she just stopped messing with me, and I was like so heartbroken from that. And I turned that into motivation. And like that whole year, like I did not stop. Like my first year really taking it serious, I was going hard just off this girl telling me that. Like she got me started, and I thank her so much for that. But after like a year, I was just in cruise control. Like I started loving this shit. But 100%, like I really started getting this crazy work ethic from this girl telling me I wasn't shit. Like I know that's like cliche as fuck, but that's the truth.
That's interesting. I never would have guessed that from you.
Yes.
So the pussy made you work.
Oh my God. Yes. Just to prove her wrong, and I'm so over that. But I'm so thankful for her to for like putting me in the right state of mind that I honestly needed to be in. So thankful.
That is interesting, though. Have you ever been able to touch base with her since? Or
No,
recently
I
at all?
haven't. No, but I think I will.
Does she still exist?
Yes.
That you know of?
Yes. Well, as far as I know, and I have a girlfriend now, and I don't want her to think that I'm trying to
Yeah.
come in contact with this woman or anything. But I do want to thank her. Also, my girlfriend at the time, my girlfriend right now, Kayla,
Yeah.
is the reason why I'm so grounded and I'm health conscious. And if it wasn't for Kayla, I would not be here right now because she's helped me through this. When I doubted myself, when I thought I was crazy, like I said in my song,
Yeah.
when I thought I was being lazy, she told me, she always kept me grounded, and I love you to death, Kayla.
Shout out to Kayla.
Mm-hmm.
Keep you centered and grounded.
Yes,
That's hard to
100%.
do with somebody like you.
She's a vegan.
And she's a vegan on top of that. I forgot. Are you vegan at all or no?
I'm vegan. I'm like part-time vegan when she comes around.
So when she cooks, no choice.
Yes, 100%.
And when she's not there, you eat whatever you want.
Oh,
or-
yes.
Okay. But is she one of those like really loyal to the game vegans?
Oh, my God. Yes, 100%. I'm like, yo, she won't eat. I'm like, yo, this can't, like, who's going to know if you have, she's never had New York pizza. She's from Detroit. I'm like, you have to try New York pizza. I'm like,
That's a
nobody's
crime.
gonna, right. I'm like, you have to try it. You got to, I'm going to cut off a little piece. You got to taste it. You don't know what you're missing. You eating fucking Little Caesars and shit in Detroit. Like, she thinks Domino's is good pizza. That's fucking terrible pizza.
Oh.
Like, she doesn't understand. But word.
Oh.
No way! I can't believe
She's going to die laughing when she sees this.
Wow. Yeah, Kayla from Detroit. Or Mrs. Know-It-All, I guess. If
Yes.
it better get said.
Glow It All, as we call her. Glow It All.
Glow-It-All? Okay. Glow. I like that. Glow-It-All. She should open up a salon and have it called Glow-It-All. That'd be nice.
She's a very business-orientated woman. She's doing a lot of great things. She got a lot of great things coming up.
That's great. That's great to hear from Glow-It-All.
Yeah, she's like my other half. She's just, but I couldn't ask for a better.
What would you describe her as besides your other half?
Some Erykah Badu type. I always say that, like you an Erykah Badu-ish type. Fucking lighting sage.
She turns you all the way around.
Lighting sage and fucking all this type of praying and doing voodoo, not yoga and all this type of shit. And she see me step on a bug, she might start crying and shit. Like she's one of those type of people. Great girl.
Oh, she won't like me then because I stepped on a snail earlier today by accident.
No. Can't do that. You might want to. No, I'm about to say. I'm joking. You might want to edit that. I'm joking though.
Okay. That is crazy though. I mean, listen, we could talk about that too briefly. Since listen, you're a very thin fella.
Yes.
It looks like you don't really eat, or you take it as a hobby, eating, as far as that's concerned.
Well, being on dialysis and everything, it definitely changed my eating routine. Well, now I usually only eat at night. Like I wake up around 11 a.m. I'm working or doing whatever I'm doing. On days I don't have dialysis, I usually don't eat till like nighttime. But being on dialysis, it kind of stops you from gaining a lot of weight because dialysis pulls like fluid out of your body. So it's hard to gain a lot of weight on dialysis, but it's possible. But you'll have to put like serious determination into it.
Okay. So or just eat a lot. Does the dialysis like make you stop eating? Or
Not at all. It makes you stop drinking. You can't drink as much because dialysis is replacing your kidney function, and your kidneys don't remove fluid as much. So you can't just be down in gallons because your body will overflow.
Okay.
Some people have drowned in their sleep from drinking too much. Like it can get that serious. I'm very good with it though. That's why I do cardio every other day to get a good sweat. I usually sweat it. I don't really have problems with fluid anymore. I sweat that shit out.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you then in that case, since you're vegan by force, not by choice, depending when Kayla's around.
When I get my kidney, I plan on going full vegan.
You're going to go full blown.
But as a dialysis patient, they tell you that you have to have a high amount of protein. You have to intake a high amount of protein as a dialysis patient. That's like the only reason why I really didn't do it. Why I'm really not a vegan yet.
Okay, that makes sense though. But interesting point, because I got my whole ordeal. I know you do too with pizza, as you brought that up earlier. We live and die by the New York pizza.
100%.
There's nothing else.
Nothing else.
With it.
Chicago, that shit looks. I don't want that shit.
I tried that shit, and I regret that I did.
It's not good?
No, at least you know Emilio Rojas?
That sounds familiar.
The MC, the rapper.
Emilio Rojas.
From upstate.
I know him. Okay, I recognize that name. I don't got a face though. I heard that name before.
Well, shout out to him. He's nice.
Okay, shout out to Emilio Rojas.
But I think we didn't get into it, but he tried to defend Chicago-style pizza to me. Because when I was in Chicago like 2 years ago.
Oh, you went and you had it there?
And I had
nasty?
it there. It wasn't good.
Wow.
You know what? It wasn't terrible, but it was just like this really thick layer of just like cakey dough. And the sauce wasn't even sauce. It was like soup. I needed like a spoon to get it out too.
Wow.
And like the olives and the pepperonis were drowning in it too.
Oh my God.
It was floating in it too.
No, man.
It's a cake.
Well, you maybe went to like a bad place. That sounds like just like a shitty place.
I went to Giordano's, which is supposedly their number 2 over there in the city.
Usually like the really big name places in the city are usually trash now because it's like a tourist attraction.
I figured that, after the fact. He did actually kind of say that too.
Like what's an example of that? Like soulful restaurant. Have you ever heard of Sylvia's?
Yeah, of course.
Like Sylvia's, I'm not going to. It's not as good as it used to be. Let's just say that.
I went there like 10 years ago.
When
You're probably
Sylvia
right.
was there, like when she was, it was amazing. Now it's like a white people soulful restaurant. But they're making money, and I want them to continue making money.
Right.
Shout out to Sylvia's. Shout out to Amy Roof's. That's another spot. That's like my spot in Harlem. I like Amy Roof's. The honey dip fried chicken. Amazing.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yo, you got to try it.
Amy Ruth's, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, I haven't been there
yet. It's on 113th and something. You can look at it. It's great. I suggest it.
Yeah, I've been to Sylvia's years ago, though. Probably when she was still alive, but
Amy Roof's.
That's been a while, though.
It's been sold. I think they sold the restaurant, actually, Sylvia's.
Probably. Who knows? But, so there's no comparison, really, because I tried it in Chicago. That might also be the same thing when I went to Philly a couple months back with my boy Mix.
You got a Philly cheesesteak at fucking Geno's or something.
I did Geno's years ago.
You gotta go to the hood spot.
I thought I did because I went to like the outskirts of Philly for like 30 minutes out. I forget the name of D'Alessandro's, I think, too.
That sounds familiar.
But it was, it was gigantic. It was big.
Really?
It was meaty, stuffed, everything you can imagine.
It was bad?
It was tasteless.
Wow.
They didn't season the meat at all.
Wow. That's disappointing as fuck.
Yeah.
I've had great Philly cheesesteaks in New York.
Oh, yeah, that's no question. Like the best ones I had have been diners.
Yes, in New York. Or like the corner delis like in the hood.
Like, that, yeah.
They make great Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah. But this one was surprising because, again, it had everything I needed in it, too. But I might as well have been chewing on Play-Doh or something.
Like, that's so crazy because if you come to New York and just go to any random New York pizzas, like, chances are it's going to be good.
Yeah.
You go, like, that's crazy. You go to Philly and just go to try any Philly cheesesteak and it might be nasty. That's weird.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with their taste buds over there, but at least I didn't get no joy out of it, though.
Yo, like, I posted a picture of a New York slice on Twitter, just a plain cheese slice. These fucking Chicago people were coming for my fucking head. I was like, yo, the other pizzas could never. They were fucking coming for my head. And I'm like, yo, why would I want lasagna? It's like fucking lasagna and big-ass bread. Like, that shit is weird, bro. Nobody don't want that shit.
Undercooked bread.
Nobody wants that shit, bro.
You're chewing on the bread and the chewing never stops because it doesn't fucking digest or nothing.
Nobody want that shit. Detroit, they have a type of pizza too. It's like a square.
The square shit, yeah.
Yeah. But
that, I'm not, I actually kind of like it.
Oh, I've never tried it. Little Caesars is also from Detroit.
Is it?
Little Caesars is trash.
Yeah, well, that's if you're going through a rough time, if you're living through a pandemic, I guess Little Caesars kind of comes in.
You might as well get some fucking noodles if that's the case.
Call me crazy. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or that's what Philadelphia's been used to for so long as far as the taste buds, meaning they're fucking shot, they're non-existent. They need to season that fucking meat. I mean, overall, I was satisfied with, what we paid, which was like $10 for the fucking sandwich itself. This big fucking thing, like if you can see the video, this big. It's like a big black cock. It's like measuring like a horse cock, the size of a sandwich and shit too. So size, girth, presentation-wise, everything too, check off the fucking box for completely satisfied. You leave the one check box unchecked as far as did you like the taste. I did not. It was unseasoned. It's like they never heard of seasoning out there in Philadelphia, or at least the outskirts of Philly where we had to drive out to, or Mix had to drive out to, as far as it's not even in the fucking city of Philly, the heart of. It's wherever the fuck it's located at, right outside of Philadelphia.
Music Save Me.
Skip the Kid, of course, executive producer.
We even got merch for it. It's in my bio. We got merch for
Music
Music
in
Save
bio,
Me.
then check that out too. What do you got merch-wise out there?
Well, it's just t-shirts, different color t-shirt. We got hoodies coming. I want, I'm a sock guy. I'm like a really like loud sock guy.
You do the socks a lot.
So I want to do some like Music Save Me socks. What else? What else is like? I gotta find some other cool stuff to do, like a weed crushing trade. It's just basic stuff that everybody else is doing.
If you're looking to someone to collab for on the weed tray, I know this couple that makes those. Like
there's a lot of dope people that make those shits. You gotta send me their link or something.
Yeah. Shout outs to Pull and Pull.
Okay.
Actually, they're in Ridgewood. They're awesome. I had them on a past episode. They're great.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
They're awesome people. But yeah, speaking of Music Save Me, I kind of got scared when I saw the artwork, someone dangling off a cliff being saved.
By music. He's been saved by a vinyl record.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yes. But
I couldn't make it out.
Yeah, I know.
And the artwork and the title Music Save Me, I thought, oh shit, we lost Know-It-All to like the Christian rap group already.
Damn, really?
Yeah. I kind of got those vibes off the title, and I was scared. I was like, "Ah, shit!"
I'm very hard to persuade, to believe, like a religion. Somebody couldn't persuade me into like joining their group. Very hard to persuade.
So no cults for you.
Nah. You gotta I'm very skeptical.
Yeah, I can see it in your face. You really doubt stuff a lot all day, probably, as a Know-It-All would.
You're like, you can't give me the journey. Like people poke up to me, handing out pamphlets and shit. Like, no, I don't. No, thank you.
But Music Save Me though. That's the new shit you got out now. It's 6 tracks.
Just a little taste for y'all, man.
Skimming the surface, 20 minutes or so.
Just a taste of this. How fucking great of a lyricist. I don't mean to be cocky, but I'm just fucking great. I'm fucking
shit.
great, bro. I'm very good at this. Yo, and it's only a matter of time before the rest of the world's know. Shout out to Skip. He's a fucking great producer. He matched the vibe perfectly.
Absolutely.
Well, me and Skip are gonna work together. We're gonna do an album too. Skip has a talent for knowing exactly what to send each specific MC. He knows exactly what I want. He knows exactly like that goodbye, like these samples, these emotional samples. He knows exactly what to give me. Shout out to him.
Shout out to him, definitely. Skip. How'd you even get to know Skip?
The internet.
That's where you go to a lot.
I'm sure he was no, what happened? Yeah. He probably was like, oh, my music is dope. I meet a lot of people that tell me my music is dope. And then once you support me, once you're my supporter, I'm your supporter. Like, I'm now your lifetime supporter. Like, I feel like everybody who supports my music, like, you're my family now. Like if you get jumped, I'm coming to help you. Like, I really take it serious. It means that much to me.
Goddamn.
Right.
So, how'd you meet him, though? Did he, like you said now, he told you he liked his shit. and then
I looked through his shit. I liked his shit.
okay.
And then what happened? I'm doing this. Damn, I'm not even supposed to really talk about this, but you my man. You're gonna get exclusive, son. I'm doing this collective project with like 10 artists on Twitter, like a collective. We're all doing like a single on it, and then a few of them we're collabing on it. It's like a collective with like a really big Twitter influencer. I'm not gonna say her name. She's like hosting it and shit.
Okay.
So like yeah, it's supposed to benefit everybody equally. And then Skip was one of the producers on there, so that's how like
Okay.
right.
So you knew his son already. You said you might as well just pull the trigger, fuck with him.
Yeah, man. And then
Nice.
one day he sent me a beat, and I'm like, and I loved him. Like, yo, we should do like a project. And he started sending me fucking fire ass beats. And here we are.
How long did that take you guys to put that together?
Damn, that shit took like, that shit did not take long at all, bro. We finished this project in like 2 months.
Oh shit, that's
But
it.
it's a really short project though.
But I'm guessing no like physical interactions, so through email,
no.
whatever.
Yeah,
Okay, and
through Twitter basically.
how quick is Skip the kid to work with? How quick does he
Skip-
get back to you?
Skip is fucking one of the fastest producers. This dude will send me 15 beats and be like, yo, and expect me to have verses for them in half an hour, all 15. Like he works fast, and I appreciate
shit.
that because I work fast, and sometimes it's hard to find people to match your work ethic. Skip 100% matches my work ethic.
Shit. Okay.
So does Amir, so does OG, known for smoking, the two producers that I'm working with.
Nice. And so it sounds like he had a lot of shit ready for you already. So then did he have to fine tune beats, production?
He was
for you
making
at
them
all, or-
no-do type beats before we even got in work. I guess, I guess he may have listened to me and got inspired by me and made like beats that sound kind of like me. So it's basically like a know-it-all type beat. Yeah, like I
Okay.
can't wait to see my name on like know-it-all type beat. Like like when you go on YouTube, I can't wait to see that. Word. But yeah, that's why I guess he got inspired. He's like, yo, I got some shit that you'll sound great on, and I absolutely sounded great on it.
No, you
Here we
absolutely
are.
do. I mean, this Music Save Me shit, of course, it's excellent as usual as anything
Thank you. I
put
think so
out
too,
there.
honestly.
Yeah. If you don't know it all, like how you used to say it too, if you're not tuned in to know it all just yet, you gotta tune in now.
Tune in to know-it-all NYC.
That's gonna fucking tell you to lead down further his discography, his past shit too as well, which I know you're proud of anyway too.
Yes.
Everything you've done so far. And you might as well be, because you really are one of the best out there that I can really vouch for.
You said that 3 times, so it got to be true.
Listen, it all works in threes probably, I guess. But before we end it here too, again, thank you so much for coming
thank
out here
you.
and doing this. I
This
appreciate
was great.
it. Anything else you want to share, you want to touch on, promote besides, Music Save Me, which is out now everywhere too as well?
Music Save Me. It's on Amazon, Spotify, and Apple. 2 albums I'm working on. I got 2 videos that's in the process with Laptop that's dropping anytime soon.
Nice.
I got, Genre Time 2. I'm on that tonight. Skip's new album that's coming out in October. I'm on that. I'm on a bunch of shit. Know-it-all NYC everywhere. Know-it-all NYC 11 on Twitter, but Know-it-all NYC, that's me. I got a bunch of work for you, man. I got stuff you can listen to forever, man. That's it. That's all I want to say. Shout out Kayla again.
Yo, it's over. All right, it's over. It's over. Move the mic. Move the mic.
Thank you.
All right.